A brand can never be a stereotype. The worth of a stereotype is always a suspect. It seems to me quite similar to the fan following a celebrity. One has to constantly reinvent oneself to remain credible. If you don't roll, you will be trolled. A stereotype may also become a terminal misery for a brand. Brands are designed to be special, to be unique within their domain. Therefore, I'm tempted to think that a genuine brand can never be a stereotype. And if it is a brand with a global reach, this can affect the perception of the entire nation. Also, a brand which cannibalizes other goods and services is unfair. It can lead to conflicts of interest in national as well as international trade. Competition must never lead to cannibalizing. We are noticing an increasing trend of nations closing their borders to predatory customs of multinationals. Borders are becoming barriers. The vision of globalization is slowly fading into the past. I feel the trade wars between different nations are not only about trade deficits, they are also about a perceived threat to local entrepreneurs and industries. I would say that a brand is fair only when it can stand on its own merits, when it is not propped up by undercutting the livelihood of others. A sustainable brand is also a productive brand. And in my opinion, the productivity of a brand is not about its profitability or of the balance sheet at the end of the accounting year. A brand is productive when it achieves corporate objectives, the company's mission. For example, if a company aims to be the most preferred service provider in this field, the brand owned by the company achieves the aim by becoming the most trusted service in the sector. If I trust a brand, I call the company for its services. This brings me to what I feel is the most important condition for sustaining a brand, which is the independence of a brand. A brand which is subordinated to irrational whims and fancies is not independent. Say a brand is launched to achieve a broad vision and its objectives. The vision may be a good cause, and its objectives may be a set of measurable targets to make the vision possible. Now, if the vision and its objectives are undermined by whimsical policies and a system of functions which divert the gains of the brand, then the brand is not independent. It is subjugated by internal discord. A brand must be independent of systemic, universal, total, complete rifts. The policies, operating system, and codes of practices must serve the brand in order to achieve the objectives of the company. The brand is an asset, and all other resources are liabilities. अब प्रश्न ये है कि ब्रांड धर्म की मर्यादा क्या है, उसकी प्रतिष्ठा किस में है, उसका गौरव कैसा है, उसकी सीमा कहाँ तक है. What is the dignity of a brand? What is it respected for? What is it famous for? What are its boundaries? These are questions that are answered only by its dharma. Say, here is a technology developed by our own children, and it is the best in the world. Here are products made by our people, and those products are the best in the world. Here is an economy which is driven and safeguarded by our people, who are the best brains in the world. This, I think, is the dignity of a brand. Does that sound too idealistic? Well, I think that is what a brand is. A brand is the ideal in its class, respected for its leadership, being the best, and for delivering the best to its consumers. An ideal brand is one which its consumers can pledge their full trust to, what is commonly called brand loyalty. A brand is famous for its good performance, for meeting its claims without giving excuses, for its uncompromised benchmarks. None of this is possible without the best standards of Dharma.